everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are making a Mexican-inspired plant-based dish that is high in protein. This is a great dinner option that again is plant-based. We are making vegan tacos, roasted corn on the cob, and a side salad, so stay tuned. So I'm first gonna start with the Mexican corn. I have already preheated my oven to 425 degrees. So what I'm going to do to prep it is I've already taken the husk off of the corn. I'm just getting some vegan butter. This is by Earth Balance. And I'm just putting a little bit of the butter onto the corn. Now this is gonna get it that nice and roasted flavor and consistency. It's gonna put that like brown char on the corn. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this all over the corn. I'm gonna put it on a tray lined with foil, and then we're gonna stick it into the oven. Okay, so that is going to stay in there for about 25 minutes, and about halfway through, so I would say like 10 to 15 minutes in, I'm gonna flip it around so that the other side gets nice and golden brown as well. I'm now going to make a guacamole, but I actually recently learned that to make the best guacamole, you should actually soak your red onion in lime juice before you actually make it. So I'm gonna let this sit while I'm getting the rest of the ingredients together. So I'm gonna chop up this onion, and somebody actually on TikTok, because I was crying in one of my TikTok videos, they told me to leave a damp towel next to my cutting board while I'm cutting the onion so that I don't cry. So I'm gonna see if it works. Guys, this does not work. I don't know who told me this, but I'm literally crying my eyes out.
Oh my god.
Cow.
So it's not working at all?
This is not working.
Why are you crying?
I'm
crying.
Oh my god. Okay, so the only thing that this napkin is good for is wiping my tears because it's not working. So I'm gonna add the red onion to a small bowl here. That's quite a bit of onion. I'm probably not gonna use all of it. And then I'm just gonna squeeze the lime into here. And I'm using pretty much almost a full lime for this recipe. I'm going to now make the base of the vegan taco meat. So this is where I'm gonna be baking lentils instead of meat, basically. So the first step to do this is chopping up some garlic. So I'm just gonna chop this into very small pieces, and I'm just going to saute this in a pan before I add my lentils to the pan as well. I have my garlic in the pan here. I'm going to add some avocado oil to the pan, a pretty generous amount, just to coat the bottom and to really get that garlic sizzling in the pan. So I've already taken out the lentils from both of these cans. These are organic green lentils that I am using. I put both of them in here. They are completely rinsed right now. So basically, this whole can is about 20 grams of protein. So 2 of them would be 40 grams of protein, and I'm making this meal for 2 people right now. So you're basically getting around 20 grams of protein each, just with the fajitas slash tacos that I'm making. I'm now going to, I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm gonna start prepping the veggies that are gonna go on top of the taco meat. So this is gonna be in a separate pan. I'm making this separate from the actual lentil dish part. So what I'm using is peppers and onions, and it's kind of like the toppings that you would put on a fajita. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my peppers with my onions and throw them into the pan. I'm going to add the lentils that were rinsed into my pan here now that the garlic is sizzling. So I'm gonna add that all in. And I'm going to stir this up, and I'm gonna also add in a little bit of tomato paste. Now, with lentils, obviously, unlike meat, you know, it releases a lot of water and just like juices and fat. So we are gonna kind of replace that by adding in a little bit of water if needed, and some tomato paste. So I'm gonna go ahead and just squeeze some of this out. I'm using like about a tablespoon of this. It's just gonna give it some extra flavor. This is the tomato paste that I am using. It comes in a little squeezy packet. I don't even know how to pronounce that. To this, I am also going to add organic taco seasoning. I will put another recipe in the description below if you don't want to, just buy taco seasoning that's already made. I will provide you with a separate recipe that you can just add different spices in so that you get the same basically ingredients that are in here. I love this one because even though there is salt, I'm not gonna add in my own salt to this, so it should be fine in that regards, but everything is organic and there's no preservatives or anything like that, so that is why I am going with this one. So I'm going to add actually the entire packet of this in here. So I am gonna add about, I would say a third of a cup of water to this. I'm just going to add it in so that it kind of gives that like taco meat consistency and it's not super dry. So I'm just going to stir that in with the lentils. This is the separate veggie pan that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to add again some avocado oil into this pan. Now you actually want the avocado oil in here to get really, really hot before you add your vegetables because you don't really want them to steam, you want them to char. So when the oil is really hot, it won't take that long for the outside to get nice and charred, but the inside stays kind of crispy. So that's kind of what I'm going for, what I like in my tacos. I don't cover it, I just leave it open, so I'll show you how I do that in the next scene. The pan is nice and hot. I'm going to be adding my vegetables to it. Whoa! Okay. This is sizzling. I'm going to be making a little side salad slash coleslaw. I have a mix here that is basically broccoli, carrots, and some cabbage. I just bought it at my local grocery store. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of this to a bowl. And then I'm gonna be adding in some vegan mayo and some lime juice and cilantro. This is the vegan mayo that I am using. It's by Earth Island. I'm gonna be using 2 tablespoons of this, and I only used half the bag because this is only for 2 people. But I mean, if you are a family of 4 or 4 people, then you can definitely double the recipe. So I'm kind of leveling this off here and using 2 tablespoons of this. And then I'm going to add in some lime juice. So I have a few sliced limes here. So I'm just squeezing them into the salad mixture. I'm going to season this with a little bit of salt and some cracked pepper. So I have Himalayan salt here, just adding a bit, and then I'm going to continue to stir it all up. Okay guys, I messed up really bad, and I went to the store today and I was gonna pick up avocados, but I'm like, no, I have 2 at home. One of them ended up being completely rotten, and the other one is literally as hard as a rock. Like, I cannot even move this thing. So I was gonna make guacamole, but unfortunately I'm not gonna make it. The onions have been sitting in this lime juice for about 20 to 30 minutes now. I would have mashed the avocado in here.
Do it.
I would have added...
I want it.
I would have added salt, some cayenne pepper, some paprika, and I would have added some garlic powder and pepper as well to that. I also would have added a little bit of fresh cilantro to make the guacamole, but again, unfortunately, I can't show you how I'm doing that. I will maybe do another video with guacamole, another one of my recipes. I have a guacamole recipe in my healthy snack ideas, so maybe you guys can just go watch that. But this is supposed to be like the ultimate guacamole, so I'll do it in another video. I'll show you the full thing. This is amazing. But yeah, right now we're just going to finish with the rest of the meal and let's do this. Before I prepare the plates with the tacos and everything on them, I'm gonna be making a healthy little drink that is non-alcoholic that I'm just gonna show you how I make it because I love this combination and it's one of my favorite drinks. And if I do go out on like a Saturday night, I'll typically get a version of this. It's almost like a Moscow Mule, but not really. So I thought this was like the perfect thing to pair with like the taco dinner because of the mint and the lime. So I'm gonna show you how I do this and I hope you enjoy it. First, I'm going to squeeze some lime again into the bottom of the cup. I don't know why these are so hard for me to squeeze today. Everything seems to have gotten hard in my fridge. I don't know why. Okay, so we're gonna be putting a little bit of lime in each cup at the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to take our mint leaves and we're going to put them at the bottom of the cup as well. So I already pre-washed these. Now I didn't add any sugar to this, which is typically what a Moscow Mule has, is a little bit of sugar, but I'm going to be like muddling the mint just to get the essential oils out of the mint and break it up there with the lime juice. So I'm gonna do that at the bottom of both of the cups. Now all I am adding to the rest of this is some ginger kombucha. So kombucha is filled with probiotics because there is like live bacteria in here, and it is sparkling as well, so it kind of gives that like fizzy consistency and it tastes really good with the lime. So I'm just going to add this to each of the cups. I probably should have bought a bigger one, but there you go. So these are my healthy Moscow Mules and they are delicious. I'm now just heating up my tortillas in the pan. This is what I am using. They are gluten-free, no dairy. They're just basically corn inside of them. So this is the nutrition value of them. And I'm just heating them up and then I'm going to show you how I top everything. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I top these. I'm going to add some of the lentils to my tortillas, just like that. I'm gonna bring this back over. I'm then going to top it with my peppers. So I'm gonna put them just on top. So this is my pepper and onion combo. I would have added guacamole in my famous guacamole, but obviously I can't do that today, which is very disappointing. But next time I'll show you. I'm going to add my corn and I'm going to put some of my broccoli, cabbage, and carrot salad onto the plate. Now the corn is not fully done. What I'm going to do is spice it up with, again, lime. So you do need a lot of limes for this recipe. Okay, so I'm going to just squeeze the lime all over the corn, just like that. And I'm going to put a sprinkle of cayenne pepper to give it a little bit of heat. So I'm going to sprinkle that on just a little bit over top. So it's spicy. And there you go. So this is the finished meal. I'm probably gonna have 2 of these tacos with my drink that I added an ice cube to. And there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed this plant-based, high-protein Mexican dinner. We did a main course, we did a drink, And if you guys tried this recipe at home, please tag me in your Instagram stories at Celeste_health_fitness, and I will repost it, and I hope you like it and try it at home. Comment below as well if you try it and let me know how it was. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications because I am posting new content like this every single week and you don't want to miss it.